Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our Darkest Dungeon No Torches playthrough. I'm fresh out of audio issues. I have a brand new microphone set up today. I was using a USB Blue Yeti before, and for some unknown reason, and it was very sharp, one day it was working just fine, the next day it was completely screwed up. I started getting some noise on the microphone channel, and it started out as a very high-pitched, very annoying whine, an electrical whine. And it faded away a little bit after a while, and it turned more into like a fuzz. It was like a background noise, white noise kind of fuzz. So I knew something was going wrong. I tried everything I could think of to remedy the situation. It just would not fix. So I decided that going with a USB microphone has some of the limitations that an XLR microphone doesn't have. So I decided to go with an XLR setup, and if you don't know what an XLR is, it's like the 3-pin microphone connector. And you can't connect those directly to a computer, at least not mine. I don't know if there is some adapter you can get or not, but I bought myself a Focusrite, it's called a Scarlett 2i2 interface, and it interfaces with the microphone, and you can plug it in through USB on the computer. And I'm happy to report I'm having no issues whatsoever with the white noise anymore, so we're good to go. The mic I got, just in case you're interested, is an Audio-Technica AT2020. And so far I'm pretty pleased with the sound quality that I'm getting out of it. So in our last episode, we defeated the level 3 Swine King, finally. We were building our way up to that guy for about 4 or 5 episodes. And we did lose our level 4 bounty hunter, unfortunately, and we have some stress issues in our level 4 party, so we won't be taking them along today. We're going to put poor Millet here into some stress healing, get him ready to go for the next week. And I think what we're going to do this time is this dungeon here. It's got a pretty cool trinket that'd be great for a jester, and it's got some deed rewards, which we always need, and a fair amount of gold, so I think we're going to try that one for the day. We have a partial level 3 party, but we don't have a very good tank class for this. So I'm wondering if we can't frontline, say, like our highwaymen. This might be a bit of an interesting party setup. If we were to do something like, say, like this, I wonder if that will prove to be too difficult. I'm a little bit worried if we put our level 1 in the front line that he's going to get beat up a little too bad, but maybe even in second position he's going to get it anyway. So I wonder, well, maybe we could try this. We'll start out with this and see if we're going to have issues, but never taken a level 1 into a level 3 dungeon before, so this is a bit of an experience. Maybe it'll be fairly challenging. Let's take some extra food just in case. We usually take, say, 20 into a big dungeon, but let's take 2 full stacks this time. And we'll take enough shovels to get us by, and enough curative items. We're gonna be a little bit overbuying today because I'm a little concerned about the level 1 in here. But I think this looks pretty good for provisioning, so let's get ourselves underway. So the USB microphones, I kind of want to talk to you guys about this for a sec. They're a great thing if you just want a plug and play microphone into your computer, but the issue that I was having from the research that I did is not at all uncommon, and it has to do basically with some type of electrical interference. And I think in my particular case, it was the PSU was making some sort of electrical interference in the line, and it was transmitting that down through the USB microphone, creating some noise. Even when I had the microphone fully muted, it would still show noise in Audacity when I was recording, and you could audibly hear the noise even when the mic was muted. So there was something going on in the line that was doing it. It wasn't anything to do with the microphone, it was fully to do with the computer. And I don't seem to be having any such issues with this new setup that I've got going. So I'm very thankful of that, because it was either that or I buy a new computer, and I really didn't like the prospect of having to do that. So we got a little bit out of position here right off the bat, and we should be okay. It's just maggots. So we will buff the Vestal's damage because she's going to be coming up next, I think. And I don't know what attacks that she actually has. She's one of my newer characters. Illumination. Well, that'll do for now. We will buff, let's buff the Crusader's abilities here. Easy fight. Maggots are never too much of a challenge, really. let's get our positioning back here and we'll continue on. So the new setup that I have though is a little bit pricey if you were just kind of doing this to test it out. The microphone itself was 140 bucks, which isn't too bad really when you consider the quality that you get out of it. The boom arm was 50 bucks and the Focusrite audio interface was the most expensive at 140 some dollars, I think it was. So it's not a cheap thing to do. Certainly if you're thinking of getting into it, there are some expenses to getting good quality audio gear. But you know what, you buy it once and hopefully that's all you have to do, and if you get more serious into the hobby of making YouTube videos or recording, you can always upgrade piece by piece and make it manageable. But I'm really satisfied with what I got as far as value is concerned. The mic sounds really damn good, and the setup was very, very easy. It wasn't confusing at all. I mean, you know, you think of the convenience of the USB microphone, and then setting this up was nothing. I mean, it was one extra thing and a driver download. So as far as simplicity goes, there's not a lot of difference, guys. If you're thinking XLR versus USB, your cheaper option by a mile. The USB microphone setup was like 130 total versus 400 and some dollars. I guess I didn't have to buy the stand, so you could take the 50 bucks out of there. But definitely XLR is more expensive, but more flexible too, because you can plug it into a mixer and do some pre-processing on your voice if you wanted to. Anyway, I mean, it's a choice that a person has to make as far as what they want out of their microphone, but if interference issues could be a possibility for you, then XLR seems to be the way to go. Anyway, enough on the microphone issue. I'm pretty pumped to have it back and be making videos, but so far we're doing okay. Our level 1 seems to be holding up just fine in here. Our Vestal was taking a bit of a beating. What do we got here? 10%? Ooh, that's pretty damn nice, actually. That would be great for a Jester, I would think. I think that's a good one for a Jester. We'll hang on to that. Heirloom chest, let's grab a key in there. Look at, we're not even, how many rooms are we in? One room and we have a full inventory already. Let us, what are we at? 100% of room battles, and we scouted this one, right? So there's nothing in there, we don't have to go there. Crests, eh? We don't need a lot of those. Oh, we got a torch in there too. Let's, well, we'll take them for now.
Waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
I was hoping to get the dog down there just to keep the rabies at bay. We'll try to get him right here. Oh, big miss. That was a very important hit to get. Hopefully our highwayman can clean this up. Still the dog didn't die. Not too bad, not too bad. He's getting a little low on health, but that's okay. Okay, so what do we want to ditch here? We've got, those are definitely gone. We could ditch crests as well. Yeah, that's the right choice. We've got so many crests. I think we have 118 right now. Never use them all. Lots of food, and we got lots of shovels, so we should be just fine. Crests galore, more crests. Okay, we are in the dark now. Exactly where we feel most at home. So I was checking out the other day. some mods for the game, because I had a question from somebody whether or not I was going to try to play with mods at all, and I'm not going to in this particular series, but if it so strikes me to play a modded game after I've wrapped the bosses in the Dark playthrough, I think I will. And there's some really neat mods out there, you know, class mods and ability mods. So it would be a really cool experience, I think, to give mods a shot. And so I likely will, I'm going to say at this point, start a modded playthrough at some point in time. But I won't be bringing mods into this playthrough. I think we'll keep this as vanilla and as pure as possible. This was kind of a proof of concept playthrough anyway when I started it. And I know that the Dark playthroughs have become a lot more popular now. Some people even say that they're easier. I'm not sure that I buy that, but I know a lot of people have done the Dark playthroughs so far. So this isn't so unique as it used to be, but we'll still continue on with this until we get through the level 5 bosses anyway. And who knows, maybe by that time the first sort of addition to the game with the new classes and new bosses and new dungeon will be in. I'm not sure how long it's going to take us. But for now, no mods. Should be anti-venoming these guys.
As victories mount.
Okay, so we are definitely ditching Crest for Deeds. And we're gonna give this guy an anti-venom. And we'll give our other dude an anti-venom as well. We'll carry on. Lots of obstacles in this one. Food again, no problem. We don't have a holy water. Oh well. Oh good, that was a very opportune scout right there. So we do not have to go up, we can just go down. And there's a trap. Who's our trap guy? 10%, 50%. I'm satisfied with that. Let's give it a shot. Well, he failed. Coin toss.
Machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
So the other thing you may notice about this episode is that I'm going to be doing some post-processing on the audio. And when I was trying to resolve my mic issues, I post-processed that one video to get the noise out so that I could sort of give you guys the heads up that I was having issues. And I really like the way that the post-processing smooths out the audio and can smooth out the peaks and valleys and take away some of the noise that all mics inherently have. So for this episode, I've tried the post-processing. And I guess we'll see on a going forward basis whether or not it's something that I want to keep doing. I think it adds quality to the audio, but it definitely does create an additional workload for me because I have to record the audio separately from the video, do the post-processing on the audio, and then try to resync the audio and video back together, which sounds like it should be easy, but from time to time it's not. Depending on very certain things, and I'm still trying to figure out what those things would be, bitrate recording and that sort of thing, you can sometimes have a bit of drift in the audio timeline versus the video timeline. And so we'll have to test it out and see whether or not it's something I can keep doing on a regular basis. I'm not so sure, but we'll give it a shot anyway. I don't like that trinket too much, and we got room for a key in here, but what would we drop? Well, we could drop this, and we'll just close that out, and we'll use the key right here. And yeah, he would use it. What's his dodge? 15 is, I mean, not bad. I don't know if I want to lower it too much. We'll just leave that behind for now. So we must have one room battle right there. And you know what? I think this is a medium, wasn't it? So we can camp. Let's camp and try to heal up a bit before we go to the last one.
furtive and vulnerable.
Okay, what do we want
Rats
to
in a
use for
maze.
camping skills? Stress resist. Let's move on and see what else is out there. Yeah. That's a good one. And let's see what the highwayman's got. Heal one companion 20%. I like that. And stress heal. Oh, we got a stress stress reaction. Self buff. Is that all we have? Yep, that's all we've got. Barring an ambush, we've got one battle. Oh, there we got ambushed. Ooh, order change. Ooh, wow.
The bigger the beast,
Bleed damage one shot.
the greater the
Can't complain
glory.
about that. And well, he doesn't have a Holy Lance. He's not my main Crusader, otherwise I should have switched that off, but I like them having Holy Lance so they can advance forward. And we'll get an anti-venom going here because he is doing pretty bad. I think a heal is in order here. And we'll just move back so that the Crusader's in position. Try to get a bleed going, please. Nope, not so lucky. Yeah, of course he goes for the guy with the least amount of hit points, sticks him on death's door.
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves. A trifling victory.
Okay, so we're gonna heal this guy up with food since we only have one room left, and hopefully we won't trigger and eat in between here and there. I'm really hoping not, anyway. Crests, more crests. And we got a trap, and I think that's this guy here. He has failed 2 times this
Mechanical
dungeon.
hazards possessed by
Let's get the
evil
order
intent.
back right.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Oh, nice. Try to stun these back guys because our highwayman's getting pretty beat up here. Yeah, we got one. I'm not gonna heal. We'll just keep trying to burn this guy. As good as a heal, really, when you think about it. Try to get this guy bleeding. Okay, 3, and he's got 10 left. Give me a one shot. Ah, not lucky enough.
Remind yourself that
Here we go.
overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer,
Hey, a map in the very last room. How useful.
driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
Hey, a new level 4. Excellent. And we've got a new level 2 Crusader as well. Okay, guys. Well, that was the episode back from the audio failures. So I hope that I hope everything sounds good. If you guys want to leave any comments about the audio, you'd like it, dislike it, want me to tweak something, please feel free to post in the comments or send me a PM. Also, please feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I definitely do appreciate the likes and subscriptions, guys. So until the next episode, we will see you then. Bye-bye.